Everyone, welcome back to Yellow Cottage Soapery. Today I am restocking Apple Orchard soap, and I'm going to change the design up a little bit. Last time I did red apples on the top, and this time I'm just going to do these little green ones. It does have notes of Granny Smith in it, so I thought I would do some green apples on the top. And since it is a mix of different apple, I'm going to use a yellow, really red from Nurture Soap, and then I have a few different greens to mix together to hopefully get the green that I have for the green apples. Now, if you watch my videos, you notice I have a new stick blender, and it is a KitchenAid. It is much more quiet than my Cuisinart. However, I was just playing with it. I haven't used it yet. I mixed this up, and then I went like this to take this off. You have to, instead of pushing a button, you kind of have to screw, like turn it to unscrew it. And with gloves on, it's impossible for me to do. When I take my glove off, I can do it. So obviously that's an issue because I can't be taking my glove off to unscrew this when I'm done with it. So, because I do it in between after I mix my last color, I take it off. So I'm not sure how I feel about it. They did have other Cuisinarts there. I got this at Kohl's, and they had a couple Cuisinarts, so I may go back and get the other instead. I am going to do a little bit of piping on the top, maybe some apple blossom, little white flowers or something. And I am going to strain this lye solution because it had a little bit of Lilant in it this time. I mix it up exactly the same every time. To me, it's got to be the temperature of the room that determines if you have Lilant or not. That is the only thing I can come up with. So as you can see, I just have some pieces, and I probably could have got away with not straining it, but there is a little bit in the bottom here too. Just try to get it all in there, and then I just kind of smush it down, and whatever pieces can go through, then that's good, and if not, then they're too big and I just get rid of them. to pipe. And I put the rest of the white into a small Wilton 102 rose tip. And with this, I'm going to just kind of do some 5-petal flowers that look like an apple blossom flower. And then I have this little bit of yellow with a Wilton 1 on it, a writer tip. It's just a teeny tiny to kind of do something in the center of each flower. And then the green is a Wilton 352 leaf tip, and you can see it's a little bit different color green than the apples, but I'm hoping it gets a little bit brighter tomorrow. If not, it's really no big deal. So the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of place the apples around the top. I guess I shouldn't have made the background white since I'm doing little white flowers, so I figured I'd do maybe I'll do some of the leaves first and then place the apples, and then I can do some little white flowers. To cut the soap, I've decided to name it Granny Green Apple. And there's the top, focus, and the inside. I do see well, not so much here, but every once in a while I see a little speck of titanium dioxide that didn't get mixed as well, and I think it's because of that new blender, which I'm returning. It isn't strong enough, so just if you're looking for a stick blender, I wouldn't recommend that one. And plus you can't get the thing off without taking your gloves off, and obviously you can't do that when you're in the middle of making soap. So there's the end piece. Smells, I love apple. Love it. Granny Smith are actually the apple that I love the most. I hadn't done a spoon swirl in a while, so I decided to do that with a little bit of chopstick. I'm not loving the swirl so far, but maybe once we cut more. So when you're cutting melt and pour embeds with a wire cutter, you're really not supposed to, but just if you're really careful and go slowly, I've never had a problem. In fact, this is the very same wire on this and my log splitter that I have had since I got these. Gosh, it's several years ago. So, in my opinion, it's okay to cut melt and pour. And I don't know about whole bars of melt and pour, but it works pretty good with embeds. You can lay it on its side too. Sometimes it helps. It depends on your embed. If you have certain, some embeds will kind of drag down your soap if you cut it this way. This one doesn't seem to be doing that, so it's fine to cut like this. But if you find that it's dragging, you see like, you know, just kind of drag marks on your soap, I'd recommend, you know, flipping it like that to cut it. I don't know, the swirls aren't great. I'm a little disappointed, but they did thicken up on me, and I wanted to be able to pour them a little bit thinner, but it did set up quicker than I thought, so I guess this is what you get. It's okay. I love the top, and I love the fragrance. I'm going to be making, I have a new wholesale account who wants to order soap by the loaves, like 15 different ones, and I think I have to talk to her more, but I think I'm going to keep the tops a little bit more simple. Probably they're more beachy scents, and I don't know, maybe some have embeds, some don't. So I didn't know if you guys would be interested in me making videos of those. They're going to be more simple, and they will be using fragrances that I've used before, like Beach Balm, Coconut Lime Verbena, Crazy Coconut. So I do have videos of those. I may change up the design a little bit. Probably no piping or limited piping. Let me know if you guys are interested in me making videos of those. And maybe I can work it out to make some videos. And the last bar. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the next video.